Hello, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so excited to share this with you. Human design is one of my favorite things to talk about, and I find myself answering this question all the time. So I figured it would be really helpful to have this as a starting point for people who are curious about learning more about their human design. And I'm so excited that you are because it holds so much clarity, so much self understanding, so much wisdom, and so much support for us. It's truly crazy to not have the blueprint to your own energetic self. So, what is human design? Human design is a super powerful system for self understanding. It's actually fairly new. It was it was created, it was birthed 35 years ago in 1989, actually by a Canadian man. This is when the download came through. He is using ancient systems of wisdom. So it's not necessarily brand new information. It's just been brought together in a new way, and it creates so much depth and so much clarity. So human design is actually pulling from multiple different systems of ancient wisdom from different parts of the world and different cultures, which is something that I really, really love about it. It uses the I Ching from China, Western astrology, the chakra system from India, as well as the tree of life and the Kabbalah from the Jewish mystic system. And it's weaved together with quantum science, and it presents you with a map of essentially who you are in this lifetime, what your soul has come here to explore. And it also tells you a lot about how you're meant to exchange energy with the rest of the world. So you get a map, you get a chart, and at first glance, it really won't mean anything to you. But that's where I come in, because human design, some people feel like it's really complicated, and it's truly not complicated. There's a lot of depth to it, but as long as you have a good teacher, it's all actually quite simple. So the starting point is your energy type. You learn what your energy type is, and that's kind of step one in human design. There's 5 different energy types in our society. Some people, most people, have a defined energy center, a motor center, and this gives them a consistent source of physical energy in this lifetime. They're able to be very consistent. They're the builders and the doers and the creators in our society. We rely on them a lot. And then there's a smaller percentage of the population who don't have this motor center, so they aren't able to be physically consistent. And so for this reason, they are more likely to experience burnout, they are more easily depleted, and they have a very different role. They are not meant to be the doers, builders, and creators. They have a different role in our society. Human design looks at our society like the animal kingdom. Every animal has its own, traits and its own path and its own job to do in order for the system to function, right? So these energy beings with a defined motor center are the elephants and the lions and the tigers of our society, and they're on the ground playing and exploring and doing the building, whereas the non-energy beings are more like the birds who are circling, and their gifts and their purpose in this lifetime is very different. It's to offer their vision and their wisdom and their ability to perceive things in a different way. So we're split up into 5 different energy types, and you'll learn more about those energy types individually in the ebook that I'm sharing with you. Human design weaves together these systems of wisdom and presents us with this chart. And when we look at the chart, we can see what's happening in our energy body. It's essentially a map of your aura in your energy body. And every single person has a very different and a very unique map. And each energy center is either open or closed, which tells a story about who you are and how energy moves through your body. The Chinese I Ching is a book of 64 potential traits and expressions. And we can see through the lines and the channels that are activated in your chart which traits and expressions are alive for you in this lifetime, which essentially means these are the things that your soul came here to do. This is very connected to your karma in this lifetime. What are we meant to explore? So there's lots of different pieces that help us understand ourselves in new ways. In a reading, you will learn your energy type. You will learn your authority, which is the way that your intuition communicates with you. It's your unique decision-making process, and everybody's is different. You will learn your profile, which is your archetypes, which tells us a lot about who we are, what our patterns are, why we are the way that we are. All three of those pieces, which make up level one of human design, were absolute light bulb moments for me. Like, oh my gosh, this makes so much sense, and I can't believe I didn't know this sooner. It gives us language for things that we probably innately have felt for a long time. It gives us a map to understand that and be like, oh my gosh, okay, this is who I am. This is how I'm meant to live. And it's very important that we understand that. Otherwise, we get pulled into a pattern of just doing what everyone else is doing. And that is very, very detrimental to us. We have unique needs and unique ways of being. And it's super important that we understand what those are so that we can cultivate that more deeply. Human design is a science of deconditioning, a science of unlearning societal's norms, everything that we've been taught that we should be under the assumption that we are all the same. Intuitively, we know that not to be true. This gives you a map for understanding exactly who you are and how your energy operates. So you understand those three surface level pieces. I say surface level because they're just the first three pieces that we typically learn, but they're not. They're very, very important and they're very, very transformational. And the second piece of the level 2 aspect of human design is looking at your entire chart and making sure that when you look at that, you understand exactly what each of those pieces mean about you. Human design is also a very interpersonal science. It tells us so much about how we interact with certain people. When I look at one person's chart and another person's chart, I can tell exactly what their interactions are being, energetically how they relate to each other. So not only is it really important to understand ourselves, but it's really helpful to understand those around us and our loved ones in this way. The cool part about this is because human design is only 35 years old, we are the first generation that has access to this wisdom, and we are the first generation that has the ability to raise our children according to their design and not according to our inherited conditioning. So I hope you enjoy the ebook. If you have any questions after you work your way through and figure out your design and explore what I've put together for you in the ebook, please reach out. And if you're interested in doing an in-depth reading, I'm here and I would love to explore with you. Enjoy.